especially the young kids. Who has kids here? I see some kids. All right. I know kids at heart. Because we know that the young kids have been here for a while watching the film, so we want to, I know they're here to meet and greet Elmo. So if the parents of the kids could just come down here so we can go ahead and do a meet and greet before they start getting bored with what we say up here.
Don't say no because mommy wants to.
This is cool. I'm on the Toronto. Come here, what's your name? Billy? Oh, Fan. I'm on the hot fan. Yeah. It's so good to see you. I must be waiting for you. Is that a tattoo or is that just dirt?
Well, okay, let's start from the beginning. How did you guys meet Kevin? Let's start from the beginning.
Okay, we met Kevin because James used to be a cameraman at Sesame, and you want to do the short break? Okay. He came to be long-winded.
Long time ago, when Sophie was this big, I brought in a brag book of photos, a photo album, and I showed it to Kevin. I said, would you help me out, do a little something? And he did with Elmo, and I brought the videotape home of Elmo and me going through the brag book, and I took it home and showed it to Connie, and it just blew Connie away. It's like, who is this puppeteer that did this for you? I said, that's Kevin. So, you know, he takes care of all these people, took care of me here, and so I gave it. They had a lunch. They got together, had a date. 4 hours later into the lunch, they decided that like a documentary could be made here, and that's how it came to fruition.
Let's go to the audience. I'm sure
Sure.
there's time. Let's do it. Right up there.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Kevin. I'm from Baltimore.
Oh, where in Baltimore?
I went to Seton High School.
Ah.
And I just wanted to say how proud I am of you, and I had my son Brian here.
Oh, you guys were out there slapping each other 5 every 2 seconds. Okay. I remember when they were like, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, they're excited about coming in here. Oh, thanks very much. Any other question?
Right, yes. Yes, sir.
I have about 5 voices. So it's not that many, but we change them around a little bit. There was a wonderful performer, Richard Hunt, who originated with one of the old guys in the balcony in the Muppet Show, and Ifra Jones, Glass and Cow on Sesame Street. He used to joke and say, I'm going to do number 150 voice now. And I
And when did you?
I actually have a question for Elmo.
Yes,
I wonder what it's
I'll relate it to him. We'll do it like this.
like to work with Kevin.
I can't answer that for you. I think I'm gonna keep it
So, how's it to work with Kevin? Well, it seems that I don't have any control over anything. So, whatever I say, whatever Elmo says, that was a slick whisper. Well, like Elmo said, Elmo has no control over it. Elmo guess that's a part of being, who Elmo is. Yes, next.
That's right over there. Yeah.
This question's for Kevin, but Elmo, you're more than welcome to answer.
Fine.
How long does each Elmo puppet last?
You know what? I really don't think any. Well, there's one that's used in museums right now, but all the other ones, I have about 9. You still work with them, still use them. And that's the genius of the Muppet Workshop that builds these wonderful works of art, I call them. Yeah.
Hi, it was wonderful to see that young child commit to nature, and I was wondering if you're seeing more or younger people doing what you're doing.
The young lady was asking about Tao, and am I seeing other puppeteers like Tao? Yes, we do. I mean, I still get a lot of DVDs and different letters from young puppeteers around the world. So it's still something that we all enjoy, and hopefully it'll stay around. Especially with kids like Tao, who's wonderful, very talented. Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about how some of that archival footage?
Especially when you met Bonnet. How did that photo footage come
When
about?
I first met Kevin, he told me he'd been on a show called Big Blue Marble. And we tracked it down, and we got a VHS of Big Blue Marble. And then, because this film took so long to make, when we went to actually license the footage, the licensing entity was gone, the person who owned it had died. We couldn't find it anywhere. It had actually been shipped back to the original production company, which was a holding company for a hotel. And all the masters had been destroyed 2 weeks before we called. But which was a real pity. They had no idea what they had thrown away. But we had this VHS without time code on it, without any kind of identifying numbers. We were really, really lucky to have this. And it was a show that highlighted teenagers and children around the world who had extraordinary aspects to their lives. And I guess the producers of the show went to Kermit and asked if he had anybody special he could recommend. And that's how that happened.
So save your VHS copies, folks. Right in there.
For Kevin, is it hard on your shoulders and arms and elbows, all that movement when you're sitting?
We found ways of physically taking care of that. I mean, on Sesame Street, the scenes that we do are not that long, and then we take 5, 10, 7-minute breaks going to shooting. So it's normally not that bad. I mean, we tend to be used to it. The voice is more challenging than the puppeteering, and really it depends on what characters we're performing too. Elmo's a very light puppet. I performed Splitter and Ninja Turtles 1 and 2.